The India-China border dispute is one of the most complex and long-standing territorial issues in modern geopolitics. At its heart lies a boundary known as the Line of Actual Control, or the LAC. But what exactly is the LAC, and why does it matter? Let's break it down. The LAC is the de facto boundary between India and China. It stretches over 3,440 kilometers, dividing the Indian Union territory of Ladakh and the states of Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, and Arunachal Pradesh from Chinese-controlled regions, including Tibet and Aksai Chin. The LAC has three main sectors: the western sector, covering Ladakh and Aksai Chin, the middle sector, spanning Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand, and the eastern sector, including Arunachal Pradesh, which China claims as South Tibet. To understand the dispute, we need to go back to history. The seeds of this conflict were sown in the 19th century during British rule in India. The British proposed boundaries like the Johnson Line and the McMahon Line, but these were never formally accepted by China. Post-independence, India inherited these undefined borders. Tensions escalated in 1962, leading to a brief but intense war between India and China. The war left India with significant territorial losses, particularly in Aksai Chin, which China still controls today. Fast forward to recent years, the LAC remains a flashpoint. In 2020, violent clashes in the Galwan Valley resulted in casualties on both sides, the first fatalities in decades. Since then, both nations have ramped up military presence and infrastructure development along the border. China has been rapidly building infrastructure, including roads and airstrips, in Aksai Chin and the Tibetan region. Meanwhile, India has responded with its own infrastructure projects and military reinforcements. The LAC's ambiguity is a major problem. Both sides interpret it differently, leading to frequent standoffs. Resolving this dispute requires sustained diplomatic efforts, but national pride and strategic interests make it extremely challenging. Despite dozens of rounds of talks, a permanent resolution remains elusive. Both nations continue to assert their claims, and the LAC remains tense. The India-China border dispute is not just about territory, it's about history, strategy, and national identity. As two of the world's largest nations, their relationship impacts global geopolitics. While the LAC may remain a contested boundary for now, dialogue and diplomacy offer the best hope for peace.